This is the GK KUNTEN and we're going to be unboxing this. I got the ones with the 3.5mm version without the mic. Anyway, opening it up. Oh. So pretty typical KZ related stuff. A 0.78mm connection, so QDC connection start there. Impedance 43 ohms, so that's actually higher than a lot of IEMs that I have. Usually the IEMs that I have are around like 30 or 20 impedance. Sensitivity is at 109 decibels, and yeah, long story short, these are going to be easy to drive just like any other IEMs, but yeah, practically the same as other KZ stuff in terms of the packaging. Oh, the cables look appealing though. They look like they're probably like the same thing with the KZ PRX cables, but moving that out of its case, look at that thing. It actually looks good. It's not too heavy. It's not too big as well. I thought it was going to be a bit bigger, but this seems like it'll be a very comfortable fitting IEM. Only gripe I have, obviously, QDC connections, but the ear tips, oof. Okay, we'll see. If my ears go itchy again, like the same with the KZ Caster Pros, you'll know. You're gonna see it. The cables on this is not too bad compared to, again, KZ Caster Pro base. That's still gonna be the worst cables I have to date. Above it is the Soundnote 02, also one of the worst cables I have to date. This is like a good, this feels better than the Soundnote's cables. So this one is not too stiff, so I'm pretty happy with this. Now I want to go ahead and look at the dimensions. So we're going to be measuring the weight. We're also going to be measuring the actual housing of the IEMs itself. For one single housing, it's probably around 6 grams. And for two of them, if this is at 12, my thing is probably wrong if it reads like that. For the entire set, this is going to be at around 26.3. I'll just round that up to 26.5. So pretty light overall. But yeah, that's for the weight of the actual IEM. Then we're also going to be distinguishing the housing dimensions. So housing top width 20.81. I'm just gonna round it up to 20.85 millimeters. For the bottom taper, we have roughly around 8.06. I'm gonna round that up again, 8.1 millimeters. Tallest part of the actual IEM. So this is going to be one that's closest to the actual nozzle itself relative to the faceplate. So yeah, that's roughly around 13.12. Round it up again, 13.15. Then for the shallowest area would be around this edge over here. That's going to be at around 12.25. Then for the height of the entire housing itself, around that 22.11, again rounding it up to 22.15. And now for the lip diameter, 5.38. Okay, wow, below 6 millimeters. Acoustic chamber 4.9. Yeah, that's probably around 4.9. Then acoustic chamber length would be this 6.58, 68. So let's just round it up to 6.7. How far is it from the actual housing itself? 8.75. So pretty small IEM overall. And pretty shallow IEM overall when it comes to nozzle. Now I'm going to be doing the sound impressions of the GK KUNTEN. But first, of course, we're going to be looking at how they look like on the ears. Wow, that's nice. Also feels extremely small. It's very comfy. It's small. It fits properly around my ear. Like this is a pretty nice fitting IEM, honestly. Cables aren't that bad as well, like compared to, again, the KZ Caster Pro base, which is, again, it is a low bar, but I'm just happy it's not that low. Ear tips, I'm starting to feel itchy from them, so I found myself having allergic reactions, like when it comes to my ears. Like it turns itchy, then later it turns red. But I do have a weird reaction towards KZ's ear tips, like stock ear tips. Like even if I flip it around. Okay, so using the Sanka ear tips right now, as you can see. Yeah, this is really good. Like for the price as well, like considering that this is like extremely cheap, I'm pleasantly surprised by it. Like I'm happy about it. I don't know if it deserves the hype that it's been getting, but it does sound pretty nice. So when it comes to soundstage, IEMs generally don't have too much soundstage. The only exception to that rule, as I found out recently, is with the Kiwi Ears Aether. But everything kind of like plays around that. If this is average soundstage, majority of things like kind of play around the average area, ever so slightly becoming lower or ever so slightly becoming higher, depending on how much of the bass actually affects the entire tuning of the IEM. Like for example, soundstage on the KC Pro bass sounds a bit too occlusive, a bit too close, a bit too boomy and muddy for me. So in my experience, soundstage on that thing is not good. Soundstage on the GK KUNTEN, however, this is very close to average IEM soundstage. I haven't seen the graphs of the GK KUNTEN yet, but I feel like there's a lot more mid-bass than there is sub-bass, but there's not crazy copious amounts of mid-bass on this thing. Which is, I like it. Okay. Also, I'm coming off of the Aether, so this means a lot. Although this is not bright by any means whatsoever, but it does lean more towards that brighter sound. Yeah, it definitely feels less technical when it comes to stuff like the CCA Phoenix. Separation between instruments as well, and especially like the busier parts of test drive, is not too well done, but it is very much respectable. I like this. Like initial impressions, right? They were like the CCA Phoenix, but now that I tried it with orchestra pieces, or an orchestra piece such as test drive, it sounds like a less technical version of the Phoenix, but a much more easier to recommend version of the Phoenix. Like, disregarding the price entirely, just because it's not gonna lean too much into like adding a ton of treble into it. Okay, wait, I want to try it out with bassier stuff. Respectable amount of bass, not a lot of bass, but present bass. Like, it sounds proper bass. If you're gonna be getting this for like commutes and such, this is gonna be really nice. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be as technical as some other IEMs, but it's very clean sounding. Treble is not too forward, like in your face type of treble. It's generally speaking a very safe sounding IEM with some emphasis towards treble. This is a good starting IEM. Like, well, I got surprised, pleasantly surprised. I thought I was going to hate on them, or I thought I was going to be disappointed by the like how people hype them up. I think it's overhyped, but it's not as overhyped as other people might suggest. Like, I don't think I've ever heard an IEM within this price range that's actually not just throwing shit ton of bass to your face. And it's good, but it's not as good as what the hype would suggest. Like, it's not as good as what other people are saying, like better than other $50 sets, better than this and that. Which is, I guess, they're also correct, because there are some $50 sets which suck ass, but they don't specify which $50 sets do they refer to. So there's also that into play. I do have to say though, this is pretty consistent overall. Alright, we're gonna be doing the KUNTEN First for the gaming impressions. Like, it's very similar to the Phoenix, where I could like turn properly on command, like, and hear people properly as well. And I could the only problem, I guess, with them is the fact that it's kind of a bit too, I guess, confusing at times, just because of the fact that it does have a fair bit more mid-bass focus than your regular IEM. But in terms of imaging, I can immediately like tell where people are coming from and such. So it's not too bad. Like, it can get potentially convoluted and muddy, just because of the fact that it does have a fair bit more bass presence in this thing. But in terms of imaging and like directional sound cues, it's still pretty alright. And in terms of like soundstage and imaging, soundstage here is gonna be very close. It's like close to average, but much closer than how it is. So you don't get a sense of like an open sounding, an open feeling stuff. Even if there is a ton of treble with GK KUNTEN, there's not enough for it to actually sound much more open than what this would have. Yeah, alright, let's start with the conclusions, shall we? The GK KUNTEN, the cables for the most part, this is gonna be alright. This is gonna be alright. You're gonna be wanting to changing this. You might want to change this as soon as you decide to buy a KUNTEN, in which case you can buy a QDC connector, or you could buy a 2-pin 0.78mm connector, just like the one present in the Truth Here Zero Red. This is like still gonna fit your KUNTEN, so you can pretty much have any sort of like cable that you want with this, as long as it's either 0.75 or 0.78 or QDC connectors. As for the fitment, this is one of the most comfortable IEMs I've had in a while, like no doubt. Although I am using an aftermarket ear tip, because I don't really like KC ear tips at all. Like, they are itchy. I get like redding all over my face and all over my ear. It was bad. You can refer to my KC Pro Bass video for that. As for the sound specifically, if you like want to start with IEMs in general, you want something that's going to be good for a ton of things, for like general music listening, beater IEMs for commuting, most likely for for gaming and so on, and as long as it's like CS or Valorant, this is probably going to be a good idea. Like, this is going to be a good starter IEM for R6, where there's a lot of verticalities. You're going to need a proper distinction between what's above you, below you, behind you, on your goddamn side, and so on. You might want to stay away from this, because even though, yeah, like, they were pretty good for Valorant, you have to remember, Valorant is pretty much horizontal cues. So anything on the left and right side will be properly provided by these in terms of like the imaging and so on. In terms of soundstage, these don't really have soundstage. Pretty much every IEM doesn't really have soundstage, but it feels occlusive. Like, there's a good amount of mid bass here, a good amount of lower mids here. So it kind of feels occlusive to a certain degree. When it comes to separation and the detail retrieval, that is where I think the limitations of the GK KUNTEN arrives, where once you start using them for gaming, even if it's for Valorant, which Valorant doesn't really have too much utilities going on all at once, you will find these to be somewhat confusing at times. But if you're the type who doesn't really have any sort of experience when it comes to IEMs, and you want something that's gonna be good, like in terms of the sound, I cannot vouch for the QC as of yet, because this is still KZ we're talking about. But if you get a good pair, chances are you are gonna like these a lot. Yeah, review is gonna come out probably in the second week of February. So yeah, have fun.